Hello friends, welcome. It is Rachel here, and today I am sharing a video for Clique Kits, and I'm just showing you some of the products that I have to choose from. I did post a haul video a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, of the products that I got from Clique Kits and the kits that I got, and they're really cute, really fun. I love the different collections and brands that they combine. Some little ones that I've never heard of before, some medium ones I would consider like Rosie Studios, and then like bigger ones like American Crafts. So it's kind of cool how you really get a wide range of different kinds of brands into a kit. So these are the pieces I kind of took out to work with. And oh, I guess I should say what I'm making, although you probably saw it in the title. I am making a tag flip today, so I'm just cutting out some of these cut apart pieces from this beautiful paper pad. I really love it. I'm going to cut out some of those. I think I grabbed two, and then I'm going to use some pieces of ephemera, mostly from the Market Square ephemera. I actually didn't buy this collection, like buy it as a whole, just because I have so much stuff, but I was given it in my kit, which made me so happy, at least the ephemera part and some bows. And some paper too. I got some paper too. So that made me so happy because I love Maggie Holmes stuff, but I try to tell myself that I don't need every single collection. So to have gotten it in a kit mixed with other things, I think was really great because I didn't have to have the whole collection. I can just have like some of the best parts. So I know a lot of people say that Maggie Holmes has some really big ephemera pieces, and what I love to do with them, well, two things. Tag flip, like I'm doing here, and use them as the different tags, and then also use them in scrapbook layouts as layers and stuff like that. I love using these big pieces for that, and so that's how I use them up. I know some people struggle with that, but tag flips is definitely the way to go when you have these larger pieces, and even the acetate one too, I think looks really cool in a tag flip. So I'm just punching the holes there and just setting it all out to see what it will look like, and I'm also going to sew around them as well to give it a little bit of texture. I'm grabbing the rings to pick out one that I want, and I decide on the blue one. So I'm going to put all of those on, and I was about to start embellishing, and then I realized I didn't sew any of them, so I'm going to start for a moment here, and then I am going to go sew them, and I don't do that on camera obviously because that would probably be a little bit boring for you to watch, but yeah, some of these smaller ephemera pieces are really cute in the Market Square ephemera pack, so I'm going to use some of those. And then this Rosie Studio ephemera pack is so beautiful. I have been loving Rosie Studio stuff lately. I love that in their ephemera packs they have two of each piece of ephemera, so you don't have to hoard anything because there's two of each, which is great. So there's tons, you get tons of stuff in those ephemera packs. So you can see that I sewed the edges there, and it's not super noticeable, but it's enough where I think it makes a difference. So I'm going to do a simple layering cluster here in the front. Very simple, nothing crazy, but just enough. I love these hearts from Rosie Studio. I think they're so pretty, and I love the colors, and yeah, I'm obsessed with them. So now I'm going to work on this little, I mean, I guess it's not a tag. I was going to say I'm working on this tag, but it's not necessarily a tag. It's just a piece of paper, but you know, I still call it a tag flip. And it's like this little doily from the Rosie Studio ephemera pack. I wanted to wish you a happy new year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. I know over here where I live, we're getting tighter and tighter restrictions. We're basically in a lockdown again here in Ontario, Canada. So, you know, it's a little bit more low-key here. I didn't even stay up for New Year's or anything. Just, yeah, very low-key over here. Not that I ever do stay up for New Year's anyway. Let me know down below if your team's staying up for New Year's or if you go to bed early like me. Yeah, so I hope your holidays were lovely and that you got to see whoever makes you happy and you were able to stay safe and healthy and all of those things. This page I was starting to get stuck on, it's that bow. That bow kind of messed me up, and I use a bow in a different spot, but You'll see I fix it. I get there eventually. There's always the finger tapping and the thinking and the figuring it out, but I always get there. I always get there in the end. So I take the bow off and I put the camera there instead. And of course, I'm using lots of foam. I would love to know if you have anything that you're hoping to try in the crafting world this year. There's something that I've been doing a lot lately, which is making charms, like planner charms and stuff like that. I mean, I don't use a planner, but charms, you can like put it on your keychain or even a tag flip. Maybe sometime I'll put it on a tag flip in a future video, but things like that. That I have been making lately and loving, and so that's kind of been something new, and like wire wrapped beads and stuff like that I have been learning, which has been so much fun. So that's kind of something I started during Christmas break, but I mean, I guess like into the new year, just want to dive more into that. And now I have an addiction to beads. So that has been so much fun, and it's just been so much easier than I thought. So I would love to know if there's anything new you want to try. Maybe it's crocheting, or maybe it's painting. I would love to know, or just like more scrapbooking, just do it more. Yeah, I think being creative is just such a special thing. I don't know what it is about it. There's something in your brain about being creative. It just, when you get in the zone, you know that, is it Soul, that movie where you're like in the zone? Oh my goodness, I get in the zone very often, and it's just, there's something about that. And I'm sure there's lots of science behind that, which is just such a cool thing to have such a lovely hobby like this. So yeah, I'd love to know if there's anything for you. I think that's about it for me. I tried that. I tried last year, like the book binding thing. I didn't love that. Just wasn't for me. But other people make such beautiful like books or whatever. And they're great, but it just was not for me. So, we try different creative things, and not everything has to be for everybody. I would love to make more 3D projects this year. Something else I kind of talked a little bit about last year is to do like quality over quantity when it comes to Happy Mail swaps, and just focusing on like developing the friendships between pen pals and making something really special that they would love, as opposed to committing to so many swaps that I get overwhelmed and kind of am not able to give my all to them. You know what I mean? So that was kind of another thing. But I'm not the type that's like January 1st, 2022 is when I start this goal. I just like have these things in my head that I want to do in the future, and they're not huge things either. So if you have those like crafty things that you want to try out, I'd love to know, or even crafty goals like you want to finish a certain album or whatever, but sometimes those can be daunting. Although I did make a goal last year for that and I surpassed it, which is great, but I don't think making that goal determined whether I would complete it or not. I don't think I pushed myself any harder because I had that goal. It's just what happened. So sometimes goal making can be tricky for some people, I know that, but I am just talking about the crafty world, not all of those other pressures. And I'm not even necessarily talking about goals, but just more hobbies you might want to try, because I am a huge hobby person. I don't know about you, but I love getting into different hobbies. I have always been a big reader, and then of course crafty stuff, and I love to bake. So there are just so many hobbies that they're just fun for me, and the communities around them are really fun as well. I also collect like Disney things and stuff like that, which is a whole other story, but there are just so many communities I love to be a part of, and it's cool to like have that connection with other people through your hobbies and the things you like to do. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but there we go. I've just been embellishing this little page. I don't love the way this one turned out, but it's fine. The colors are so, so beautiful. I love these pinks. This is a floral ephemera pack from Rosie Studio, and it's so pretty. It's such a pretty pack of florals, and so I was excited to use those. But yeah, all of these are, like, all this stuff came in kits from Clique Kits, and they put together the most beautiful kits with a mix of collections, which I love, because then you're able to, like, try out different collections that you may not have tried out before, which is super cool. And I love it. So yeah, it's just really shown me different collections. Like, I love Rosie Studio stuff now. I'm obsessed with it, and I'll definitely be getting lots more Rosie Studio collections because I think they're really cute. And I love the colors. I love like how the ephemera packs come with so many different pieces and so many different designs, smaller ones, bigger ones, all different shapes and sizes. There's just so much included. And look at those cute puffy heart stickers. They're so adorable. So, you know, you get to try out new things and discover new products, and especially some of the smaller businesses too. I think that's really cool and really special that they get to highlight some of those businesses. So yeah, now I'm going to use one of my favorite floral pieces here. It's that one that I put on, and of course, again, using lots of foam, and even going to put that door up on foam. I think that door is really, really cute. I'm really curious as to how the designer like was inspired to do this door. Like, is that what their door looks like, or did they see a door in their neighborhood that looks like that? I'm just wondering like where that door came from, because it's very beautiful. So, and with all of that being said, I said it's very beautiful, and then I layer again more on top, but it's just my style. It's the way I do things. I know I covered up a lot there, but you know, I love how it looks in the end, and I think that's most important. There's that saying to trust the process, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trusting each and every element that goes on there, and in the end, you get something beautiful. And yeah, adding more hearts on there. I love all of the different colors, the greens and the blues, the periwinkle, the yellow, the pink. There's so many colors, but somehow it all comes together. I think I am nearing the end. I can't remember. Oh, I used one of those really pretty charms. I think they're a Jen Hadfield charm, and I put that at the front of my tag flip, and I love it. And I think that really helps complete it. And this is like a pretty chunky tag flip, but it's not too chunky. There are 5 different pages in it, but one of them is acetate, and I didn't put anything on it. So I don't know. I really like that, how it's chunky, but it's not too chunky. If you saw my December daily videos, that December daily was too chunky. I did a flip through about a week ago. If you want to see that December daily, it was huge. It was a little too big, but it's fine. It got done, and I now know for next year. But yeah, she was chunky, and this is like a good chunky. if there's such thing, I don't know. I don't know. But my December daily was a little too overflowing. So yes, so now I am going to choose a little charm for the front of this, and then we'll get my little flip through. So there it is, very cute. And yeah, have you made a tag flip yet this year? What projects have you done so far this year? Have you been able to craft it all? There's a little acetate piece that kind of blends in a little bit, but it works. And there are all of my pages. I will have all of the links down below, and thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.